Alright guys, welcome to my channel, Encyclopedia Jack, and today I'll be making a video on if World War III were to break out, who would be on whose side. No neutral states, just you gotta pick a side. So, for the NATO side and American side, I'll do dark blue, and for other side, usually China, Russia, we'll be doing dark red. So yeah, let's cut to the chase. Alright. So, as I said, there will be no neutral countries, either red team or blue team. So, we'll start in North America first. Of course, all of NATO is immediately just all blue. So, do that, including Caribbean, Cuba will be red, and then pretty much all of Central America just falls into the blue category. The exception being Nicaragua. Story with South America, just all blue. The exception being Venezuela and Bolivia. Here we go, Trinidad. So that's how it is so far. Next, we'll move into Africa. Now, Africa is confusing because there's a lot of countries, and plus a lot of them would be neutral in a war. But I'm gonna try and do my best. Yeah. So, start in Northern Africa. Morocco blue, Algeria red, Tunisia blue, Libya red, Egypt blue. Now, people will get mad at me for doing this, but Morocco do control most Western Sahara, so I'll do that. But Western Sahara will be on red team. Alright, so we're pretty much all mid-Saharan countries, so Mauritania, Mali, Niger, Chad, Sudan, all fall in the red category. Then West Coast Africa mainly fall into the blue sphere of influence. Central African Republic, South Sudan will go to blue along with Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Djibouti. Somalia will go red. Somaliland will go... Well, here's where it's complicated, because we don't really know what's starting the war. So, like, what's starting the war in the first place? Is it Russia still attacking Ukraine with a NATO intervention? Or is it Iran attacking Israel? Like, we don't know. So, I mean, Somaliland don't necessarily like Somalia, so I guess I'll just go ahead and put it blue. Equatorial Guinea is blue. Gabon and Congo blue. Get them red. And then Angola, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique red. And all the southern African countries go blue, along with Madagascar, Cameroon, Seychelles, and Malawi, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda. Yeah, just all go blue. So, yep, now we got that covered. Africa. Hold on. Oh, we got some islands from Portugal. Yeah, there's Spain. Now, Europe, it's just gonna be completely blue. Oh, let's see, Switzerland would be neutral most likely, but they have sanctioned Russia recently. Yeah, that's kind of a show of aggression. Ukraine, obviously, but then we got Serbia, Russia, and Belarus, Turkey, and then Northern Cyprus and regular Cyprus. Now we move on to the Middle East. So this is where it gets a little messy. So Georgia blue, Armenia red, Azerbaijan blue. Iran red, Iraq red, Syria red, Lebanon red, Israel blue, Saudi Arabia blue, Kuwait blue. Now, this is where it's complicated because Jordan have an alliance with the US, but they hate Israel. I think that alliance with the US would be a little bit more important. I will be putting them in the blue category. Palestine, go red, going against big ally the East is doing. There you go. And then for just the Stan family, they'll just go all red. And Mongolia too. Now, Asia might be the most confusing of them all and most controversy. But North Korea is no doubt red team along with China. South Korea and Japan, Taiwan are hard blues, along with Australia, New Zealand, even though they're normally neutral, Philippines, and pretty much all of Oceania will go blue. Papua New Guinea, Solomons will go blue. Now, depending on the war starts, India and Pakistan can swap. I feel India has stronger ties with the US than Pakistan does. And plus, Pakistan would not have a good time geographically if they were to be on the blue team. See, let me give you an example. If they were surrounded by red, yeah, they don't stand a chance. We're not doing anything geographically, it's all political. So that's why countries like these three over here, actually these four over here, chose red. They would not in real life be surrounded by NATO, but it's just all politically. And that's what I'm saying over here, since it's so close with whose side they be on, I'll just go off geographically. So Pakistan and India would go blue, red and blue. Plus, India is not a huge fan of China. They're already on the red team. Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, all big buddies of India. Maldives, they don't really care, but they'll go blue. Alright, so Southeast Asia. Man, this is very complicated because a lot of them hate US and they also hate China. Always have. Laos and Cambodia, red. Thailand, blue. Myanmar, red. Now, Vietnam. They don't necessarily like the US, but they hate China. I think Vietnam would be more toward the blue side, even though they literally fought a war against America 50 years prior. Yeah. So, Malaysia, Brunei, Singapore, Timor-Leste, all we go blue side. And one of the biggest controversies of them all is Indonesia. They're big trade partners with China, but they just can't afford not to go on the blue team, so they'll lean more blue team. And I think that's it. You look at the final map. And of course, Antarctica is agreed upon by all nations not to fight wars there. It's completely neutral. That's the final map. Let me know what you think in the comments. And try not to get mad at me for it. And I'll catch you in the next one.